Do you want to create a profitable product that sells online on autopilot without sounding like a salesy weirdo? Before you even start making that product or launching it or doing any of the work that's required, you need to be thinking about these two things: who you serve and who the product is for, and what results are they going to achieve with it. So in this video, I'm going to help you laser focus your marketing message so that the people that you do serve will want to buy the product that you have to offer. And stick around until the end of the video, because I'm going to walk you through a simple but powerful positioning statement that I use all the time that'll make your customers think that your product was made for them. So before you sell any product online, especially one that you want to try to sell on autopilot, you need to answer two questions. Who are you and who do you serve? It sounds basic, but if you are trying to do everything for everyone, you're actually doing nothing very well for anybody in particular. And when that's the case, the customer will just shrug and walk away because you're nothing special. There's nothing in particular that sets you apart from any of the other people. For instance, in the audio industry, where I run a business called Audio Issues, there is a lot of things you can offer. Everything from composing, production, mixing, mastering, recording, music marketing and promotion, all of those sorts of things. And I've niched down very early on to music mixing and helping home studio musicians make their home recordings sound better. I don't help you do electronic dance music, or I don't help you produce your hip hop beats. It's just something that I'm not actually that comfortable with, and it's not something that I can confidently help you achieve or show you how to do. But mixing in the home studio is something that I've done over and over again and have been able to get consistent, repeatable results. And I've put that into a system that helps my audience, a very niche market of home studio musicians, achieve the same. So if you try to do everything for everybody, you not only spread yourself too thin, but you don't have a focused message so that nobody really knows what you're offering and what you can do to help them. They're all thinking about what's in it for them. And if you can't answer that clearly, immediately, then they'll go somewhere else. So not only do you have to have clarity on yourself, you also have to be super specific and clear on who your audience is. Your audience dictates everything. What problems you solve, the words you use in your marketing, where you promote your stuff, and how much you can charge. And so the more specific you can get, the easier it is for your audience to say, wow, that is exactly what I need. Where can I hire you? Where can I buy your product? In the case of Audio Issues, my audio business, I help home studio musicians make better sounding music from their home studio. I use a lot of the words that they use to describe their music. If they have problems with muddy mixes, or they want their mixes to sound, or their music to sound clean and clear and present, I use the words that they use in my marketing. I promote my stuff where I know they are: on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, in Facebook groups within the music community, the audio production community. And because they are hobbyists, I know that I can't charge thousands upon thousands of dollars for these products. So I've actually carved out a particular type of product suite, which is just a series of low ticket products solving simple problems that they have in their music production journey. That's actually where I learned to create autopilot products, something that I talk about on this channel and something that I'd be happy to help you out with if that's something that you'd like. But I learned it from the trenches of figuring out what worked, what didn't, doubling down on what worked, disregarding the rest, and then just keeping up, developing new products and things of that nature. So knowing all of those things about your audience means that you have an easier way of figuring out what kind of products you should offer them. But if you're not exactly clear on who your perfect audience is, ask yourself these questions. Who do I love helping the most? What struggles keep them up at night that you can help with? And where do they hang out online, where you can maybe get some feedback on your offerings, or research or lurk to see what people are struggling with? And what content do they actually engage with? And then last but not least in this category of what do they actually pay for? If you see competition out there offering certain types of products, maybe that's something that you can not copy completely, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel either. You can do your take on products that you see are selling somewhere else. Because if people are spending money to solve a problem, that means it's a real problem that they think is worth spending money on solving. And what that means for you is that could be a goldmine for your business, because if you can put a product in front of them that solves that problem for them, then you've got the start of a really great business. Or if you already have clients and you just want digital products to complement or supplement your client work, then you're adding an extra income stream to your business, giving you that additional freedom to pick the clients you want to work with and selling products to those that maybe aren't ready to work with you yet. And as you narrow down the audience that you want to serve, you're going to start seeing your niche come to light. And there's huge power in niching down. Most people are terrified of niching down. They want to be helping you with anything. They want to be everything to everybody and therefore failing at everything as well. So don't be that person. You might think that it'll limit your opportunities to be in a niche market, but the opposite is true, because niching down makes you stand out, lets you charge more, and it makes you the go-to expert in a very small, narrow problem. It goes back to this concept of the blue ocean strategy that I teach and mention in the entrepreneurship program here at the university. And basically there's two oceans. There's the red ocean and there's the blue ocean. The red ocean is where everybody's competing for scraps. It's a bloody red ocean where everybody is just ripping each other apart. There's a race to the bottom and everybody trying to get the last bit of scraps left over in that industry. But if you sail out away from the red ocean into the blue ocean, clear waters, and you set yourself up there and you have something that only you can offer, then that's where you stand out and build your business. Away from the competition, somewhere nobody else can get to because they aren't being that specific, they aren't in that niche, they don't understand how to get to that blue ocean. You have it to yourself. You have a monopoly on that niche. You have a monopoly on the way that you solve a particular problem, and you have a monopoly on the way you understand your clients and customers. That's the power of a blue ocean strategy. All right, all of that brings me to the last example that I have and the exercise that I promised you at the beginning, which is my positioning statement formula. It's a simple fill in the blank exercise you can use to get clarity on who you're serving, what you're helping them achieve, and what objections they have for wanting to work with you. Here it is. I help niche achieve specific result through your method, even if common objection. Here's a quick example from Audio Issues so that it's a little clearer for you. At Audio Issues, I help home studio musicians and bedroom producers release radio-ready music through my step-by-step mixing process, even if they only have a home studio. And voila! That tells you exactly who I serve, what I help them achieve, and crushes the common objection all in one sentence. A lot of people in the home studio production scene think that they can't make music that sounds good in a home studio, but that simply isn't true. There's just things that you need to know in order to get the best results from your home studio. And that negative belief or self-limited belief is often something that holds people back. So when you are creating your product or when you are marketing your message, you want to make sure you have some of those objections in mind so that you can simply eliminate them through your marketing messaging, through your video content, through your sales pages and all of that. All right, now it's your turn. If you want to fill out this exercise, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to see what you're working on and if there's something I can do to help you tweak that and strengthen those positioning statements even further. So drop them in the comments and I'll give you some feedback. And if you found this video useful, hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification so that you don't miss another video on how to create digital products that can sell on autopilot so that you can gain the freedom to work with the clients that you want while earning even more than you did before. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Björgvin Benediktsson. I'll see you later.